Hello guys, good morning, and we'll be talking about how to create a very simple navigation bar using HTML and CSS. So the first thing we're going to do is simply create a folder. Okay, so we're going to create a new folder. We're going to call this new folder Kiddies. So we're creating a Kiddies website, and in a new folder, we're going to create some folders. So we're going to create an image folder just in case we need images. We're going to create a CSS folder just in case we need to write some CSS codes. We're going to create a JavaScript folder. Okay, I think this should be fine. And in our Visual Studio Code, we navigate, we open the Kiddies folder. Okay, so we say select folder, and boom, we have a Kiddies folder with the other folders within. So the next thing we'll do is to create our files. So we're going to have an index page, index.html. We're going to have a products page, products.html. We're going to have a contacts page, contact.html. We're going to have a services page, .html, and we're probably going to have a login.html. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. So we'll be starting with our index page. So we would like to set up our environments. Okay, so we're going to start with our HTML elements. Okay, and we'll be having our head section, and we'll also be having our body section. Okay, so this is the typical HTML page that has your HTML elements, your head section, and your body section. Okay, so we can also declare our doc type. So we can also declare our doc type, and over here we can have our head section, title, and for the title section we're going to call this home. We're going to call this home Kiddies shopping website. Okay, and we're going to copy this across. Okay, first of all, before we do that, let's give a background color to our page. So we are going to give our page a dark background. So I'm going to give my body a style, and I'm going to say background color black. All right, so I'm going to copy this, Control A, Control C, and I'm going to have this pasted in all my pages. This is login, so I'm going to change this to my title. So login. Okay, and I'll save. I'll go to my contacts.html. I'm going to change this home to contacts. Okay, I go to my products. I'm going to paste this. I'm going to change this title to products. Okay, and here in my services, I'm going to change this to services. Okay, so let's go back to our index page and probably start visualizing something. We can actually check our web pages here. Over here, I can right click and open with Google Chrome, and this is our website with a black background. Okay, so sorry. So we're going back to our text editor, and in our text editor, we'll go about building our navigation bar. Okay, so I'm going to build this navigation bar with a div element. So I'm going to call this div. Okay, and I'm going to give this div element a yellow background color. I'm going to style it, and I'm going to give it a background color of yellow. Okay, and I'm going to give it a text color. So whatever text you're writing in this div is going to have we're going to give it a color, text color of black. So they're all going to have black text. All right, but a yellow background. And I'm going to give this div a width of 100%. and I'm gonna give it a height of 20 px. Right, so this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to come to my work. I'm going to refresh my page. So there's no content yet because nothing is showing here yet because we haven't actually created any content in our div. So I'm going to go back to this, and I'm gonna come over here, and I'm going to create some content. So I'm going to put an anchor element, okay, and I'm gonna call this home. I'll save, and then I come here and I refresh. So let me be sure that I'm doing this in my index. Okay. Oh, I spelled the yellow wrongly. Yellow. Okay, so let's see. Good. This is what we're meant to be having. And I'm going to come back here to actually give it, let me make this height in percentage. So I'm going to give it a height of 10%. Okay, let's see. Okay, so, and I get this here, copy this up, paste, 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 paste 5 times. So I have my home, I have my products, I have my services, I have my contacts, and I have my login. Okay, so when I save this and I refresh my page, I see that I have my home, product, services, contact, and login. So let me see how I can adjust the height. I need to adjust this height, make it 40 px. Let me see. Good. So my height is increasing, and I can go back and I can kind of align these items to the center. I can actually run my text align center. You will notice that all my items will be aligned to the center, and then I can actually go ahead and uh, give it a width and height. So we're going to give it some styling, but before that, all our anchor elements will have their href attributes, and this guy will be linking to index.html. Products will be linking to products.html. Services will be linking to services.html. Contacts will be linking to contacts.html, while login will be linking to login.html. So after that, I can give them some styling, inline styling. So I'm going to give them a height of 100%. Okay, so I'm gonna give them this height. I'm gonna give them a padding of I'm gonna give them a padding of 5 px, 10 px. Okay, and I think that should be perfect. So I'm gonna copy this styling, and I'm gonna paste the styling for the others. Okay, so I'm gonna paste the styling for the others, and I'm going to go back to my work, and I'm gonna refresh, and you can see. Okay, so the next thing is I would like to bring them to the center of my page. So I will probably do some work on okay, so let's understand the colors where my so let me add some background colors. So we'll put some context to this. Let me add some background colors. So I'm gonna add aqua as my background color. So I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna paste it so that we can actually see the extent. Okay. Oh yeah, so at least we can actually see the extent of our work. So what we're going to do is to add some padding to our div. So this is our div element, and we're going to add some padding here. So I'm going to say padding top. I'm going to say like 20 px. Okay, so the padding top, so uh, you know, our links can come down. So this is looking good, and okay. So all I need to do is to add a h1 element. So I'm gonna add a h1 element here, h1, and I'm gonna say home. Okay, and I'm going to give this h1 element a styling. I'm gonna give it a styling, and I'm going to say font size 40 px. So let's see how this looks like. So I'm gonna give it a white text. So I'm gonna say color white, or let's not make it white. So let's choose from some of the colors here. So let's take wheat color. Okay, so when I refresh my page, you see I have my wheat color there, and I could simply center this. All I need to do is to say text align, center, and however I'm going to increase the size to 100 px. So I'm increasing the font size to 100 px, and I refresh, and boom, this is what I have. So I'm going to copy this to all my work. So just the content of my body, I'm going to say highlight the content of my body, come to my contacts, I'm going to paste the same thing in my body. However, I'm going to change this to contacts. So I'm going to do the same for login. I'm going to paste this in my body. I'm going to say login. So I'm going to do the same for my products, and I'm going to say products. And finally, I will do the same for my services, and I'm going to say word services. So now, when I click on products, it takes me to products. When I click on services, it takes me to services. When I click on contact, it takes me to contact login. So I'm in my login page, but I can still go back to my home page. I can still go back to my contact page. I can still go back to my products page. So follow us for more tutorials on web development. See you guys in our next video. Thank you.